Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man proudly presents another episode of You Know What It Is, Comic Book Talk with Friends. I'm your host, Leo Rockwell, for the 1-6 Scale Man YouTube channel. Do me a favor if you haven't already. Hit that like button like this thing probably tells you to do right here. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you are always up to date with what we got going on. Especially with like current events, announcements in the MCU right now, different books that they got, especially different X titles that they got coming up. One is which is called the Multiverse of Herberticus. You'll be seeing him in so many different titles coming up pretty soon. It'll be a different amalgamation of the individual. You gotta basically watch to see if you spot him. But anyway, thank you guys for definitely being here as always. Before we jump into everything, let me just introduce the fellas, everybody we have going on here tonight. What's going on with you, brothers?
Greetings. How's everybody doing tonight?
Man, pretty good, bro. Pretty good. It was a solid weekend. Everything was going well. Yeah, man. What was you up to this weekend, Benny?
Saturday I was working, making up time for the rain we had this week. And then my girl's oldest had had prom, so I had to drop her off, and we did pictures at the Capitol, and that was funny because they don't run the water fountain no more. So all the kids wanted like the water fountain going, and I was like, "Don't worry, I got you." So I photoshopped the water fountain in the background of the picture, and she was like, "Hold up, what? Wait!" And I was like, "Yeah, tell all your friends like you know a guy, and they turn it on just for you, and you'll have water fountain in your pictures." And then I dropped her off at the red carpet, and she went and did her thing and had fun, had a blast. It's crazy. These kids are getting old. And then Monday we did like a little small family thing at the at my sister's house for the moms, and did Mother's Day stuff and dinner and all that good stuff. So and it rained most of Sunday too, or so I've been working more Sunday. So lately it's just been about trying to keep up with everybody with my main Jo and just take care of business as much as possible and dance around all this damn rain we've been getting. Other than that, just been trying to catch up on reading and getting stuff together around the house, and just doing what we do. Excited for XMen talk. Obviously this past episode was crazy. I watched it a couple times. Yes, there's not many shows I'll go back and I'll watch a couple times, and this show I've gone back multiple episodes and watched them again. It's been incredible, so I can't wait to dig in.
Word. It's crazy because I think Herberticus is watching it now. But before we get to him,
finished it.
He said he just finished it. Speaking of red carpet, bro, can you explain this? Can you explain what you were doing at the Met Gala, bro? And why were you there at the Gala?
I don't even have to come up with an explanation. My girl did. She said the room is ready for spring cleaning, out with the old and with the new. God. So the den mother chimed in on your post, and I didn't even have to say shit. The den mother chimed in and was like, "Look, time for new recruits, out with the old and with the new, spring cleaning." And so,
bro,
yeah. So if you need a tall drink, it's summer's coming. Got you,
bro. That's. I was like, yo, Amber. She is always on point, bro. Like, she is the timing, the perfect timing, bro.
Yeah,
she was right there. I'm sitting there dying, bro. Like, wow. Bro. Yeah, bro. Look at Rand's like, oh wow.
I was dying. She was like,
player. Hell yeah, what's going on, y'all, man? So
hashtag perfect height. Shit.
Hashtag perfect height. Look at yeah, bro. I had to figure out what you was doing at the Met Gala.
Yeah.
What's up, Kubert?
I wasn't ready for that shit, bro. Hashtags, step stool ladders, hashtag climate trees.
Hey, man.
So,
hey, my first girlfriend, I think she was like 6'2", bro. I was climbing that jungle gym.
All the same height laying down.
Yes.
Same height, laying down. Yo, Blazing Edge said, I think I saw a pic of Vinny with Sydney Sweeney as well.
If you did,
Recruits.
Yep, throw me a life preserver. Shit.
We're monitoring. We're monitoring.
Vinny
We're
got the
just
best view in the world.
So I'm saying.
And Barbarella. That's right. She is actually doing Barbarella, which you don't ruin a classic, bro. Don't ruin a classic. You can't ruin a classic. But what's going on, Huberticus, man? What you up to, brother?
Listen, happy Mother's Day out there to all the beautiful mothers that make it happen for us, either every day or weekly, monthly, or how many times you see your mothers out there. Make sure you give a special shout out if you didn't already to your mothers, especially our mothers here in the 6-scale world. Shout out to Toya, of course.
Yes.
Mama, holding it down, being the glue, and making sure that you keep our boy Lael on the up and up.
Brother, I was up cooking breakfast yesterday morning. Here's the thing: I cooked breakfast Saturday just to prepare, but then I got up and cooked breakfast yesterday morning. Got her gifts, everything nicely prepped and ready on the table. So when she came down, she ate. She had everything right there in front of her, so she spoiled y'all, man. Like that's just right off the bat for reasons. What it is, she is just super duper spoiled, bro. That's what she is, but she don't want to tell y'all that, but she is.
I was cooking with her daughter, and she came out, and I had to act like, how do you stir again? I had to play it off. You can't do too good a job.
Yeah.
Because Dan expect you to be in the kitchen like, what's the toaster? I don't know.
Yeah, bro. They be like, yo, they want you to. Okay, so you good with that right now? Then you gonna come back for. That's how it always works, bro. Yep. So like that's why I try to get or if it's early in the morning, I try to come down last. You know what I mean? So you got to be, bro. But nah.
Yep.
Hey, listen. Speaking of Mother's Day, went out, had a nice little dinner / breakfast with my folks over at Denny's. It was right down the street from the crib, so it was very convenient. But we went to go see the new Planet of the Apes movie.
Was it good?
It was fantastic. It was good. I haven't seen any of them since the first one. So I thought I was gonna come right back into Caesar's story, but Caesar's story kind of wrapped up in the last one. So I was just like, damn, I wanted to see my boy. Yeah, but it was all good. It's all good because the protagonist that they have, Noah, he has I want to say he has just about the same amount of layers without that close upbringing human aspect that Caesar had, being raised by human beings. This protagonist, he understands that layer of humans, right? The nurturing, the positive side of us. And he's questioning, can apes and humans live together while looking up at the sky? So if you know a Planet of the Apes, the sentence I just said basically just opens up so much in the future for that franchise. But the film was good. But bro, what I'm still thinking about is we was walking out of Denny's after the film. I opened up the door for my dad, my mom, let them out. Then there's this young lady that walked into the door.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
I knew this was going somewhere, bro.
And I did the hold the door, the turnaround move, the spinaroo. Yeah. Y'all know the spinaroo. Y'all in the chat, y'all know. Stop playing me. I did the spinaroo. I said, God. Then walk to the car. You ever seen one where you just sad you didn't have enough more time to like?
This is exactly what you've seen in real life. What he does on here, this is what you've seen.
Yeah, bro.
One of them. Enhance. Wait a minute. Quality. Enhance. 4K. Thank you.
Bro. It was the setup to this conversation, because we were in the aspect of Planet of the Apes. We were going through that little his thesis and synopsis of the actual, and then he rounded. I say all that to say this. I took my mom and dad. I opened the door, took me to Denny's. He's over
booty hit him in the head,
bro. So my thing is the juxtaposition between Planet of the Apes, Denny's, and some booty, bro. Like I was trying.
Listen, I wish I had just like 5 more seconds, bro. Like
mom been in the car for 30 minutes.
right?
She just waiting. Where's Bloomer at?
Where the hell Bloomer go?
I'm sorry. There's a problem with the check, Mom.
I was monitoring a situation.
Gotta monitor
the booty check and spin.
Yeah,
on Mother's Day you can't monitor. You gotta monitor.
Yeah, it's just come on now. Who would I be if I didn't? I missed it. I was like, man, if I just let me look at it for about 5 more seconds. I got about 2 good glimpses. That's all. Sometimes one glimpse is all you gonna get, and you got to be okay with that. You got to live with it, unless you're gonna go up there and talk to her. But you know, when we in a situationship, so I ain't trying to murky up them waters. But I'm gonna just enjoy some anatomy when I can. All right.
While you can, you got to do it while you can, bro. That's how it works.
That's hilarious.
Jedi Pimp, man, what's going on with you, brother? How was your weekend, man?
I'm cool, man. Had a great weekend with the wife. Took her out for Mother's Day. Did our thing. Took her to Miss Springs for dinner, and had fun with the kids. We were supposed to go to freaking Gator Land, but something happened with the tickets. So I'm glad we didn't go.
I know
he did. Backyard, bro.
Nah.
I know he didn't just say fucking Gator Land. What in the fucking Florida?
It's a spot called Gator Land, bro. And I've been dying to go see what it's about, but we didn't go because my middle one got kind of sick, so we didn't go.
Mm-hmm.
So we just had the dinner, but I gotta go. If I don't take them, I gotta go see what it's about by myself.
So wait. What is this? Why you don't know why they call it Gator Land?
So no, I know, but I haven't been there to see like what it's about. I know they got like huge alligators, bro. Like I'm talking like 12 footers, 13 footers. They got 12 that are only. It's only, I think, these 12 are the only 12 of this species in the world that they have there. They have the world's oldest turtle. The world's oldest turtle is there. So it's stuff that I want to just go see first and check out. But dog,
hey Vinny,
listen, let's go.
I thought that was Danny Glover. My bad.
This Negro don't understand. He's actually talking me out of going to Florida right now, bro.
Bro, it's not.
Nah, see, you say that, and I understand you say that, bro. But you said Gator World. You said 12 feet, a 12-foot long alligator, bro.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
You know what? Actually, not. You know, when you think about it, it's like everybody out there got bazookas, so ain't nothing gonna happen. Because who wants somebody to shoot a bazooka off?
Exactly. This dude act like I don't have guns and rifles.
No, you got them. I don't. That's the problem, bro. I ain't got no guns, man.
So you think if you with me, I'm a square out and let you be out there?
No, it's the thought. Shielded? It's the thought of me being around Jay. I could see it now. Us having a conversation, she'd be like, "Yeah, man, yo, hold up, could you just move to the side real quick?" He just start peeling, bro, real quick.
No, listen,
and then he just go back to the conversation.
Then he go back to the conversation.
Exactly.
Y'all think if it's like a zombie apocalypse, you think I think Jedi Pimp, he just gonna throw us like a case of shells. Like, Negro, I don't know how to reload this weapon. Like, no, you good, yo, you go. Yeah. There's like 20 bullets in there. Yeah, but
he gonna hit us the Chewbacca belt with the arm ammo. I don't know what the fuck to do with it.
Motherfucker just had to be a bandolier and shit. Like, what the
fuck? Just hold this. Just give me the bullets when I need them. I got it.
Motherfucker think I'm Yosemite Sam and shit. Like,
yeah, that's so. Anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah,
that's it.
Bro, he gonna come out with the 50 cal under.
I just want to know how long you gotta be down?
I gotta shoot.
I want to know like the timetable. How long? Because Jay's from Jersey, bro. How long you gotta be down in Florida before? Oh yeah, like it's just Gators. Like how long before it's no big deal? How long? Like what's the time frame?
How long before you get adapted to it, bro?
Really, honestly, I didn't get used to it until about maybe 6 years ago. Me and a buddy of mine were golfing in West Palm Beach. I'm not gonna say the golf course. I don't want to put them out there, but we were golfing in West Palm Beach, right? So we're golfing, boom. So we get to like the third hole, and I'm like, "What the fuck? What is that?" So I'm thinking it's a statue or some kind of like fucking statue or something.
Fuck no,
bro. It's this big ass alligator, bro.
Yeah, nah.
Dude.
Nah.
This shit was bigger than a damn golf cart, and he was just chilling. And like, oh, that's Lucille. I said, Lucille, bitch.
Oh hell, they got names.
They naming this shit.
Yo, this was Jay.
That's me.
Basically,
that's me, bro.
Oh hell no,
so
bro.
He was like, oh yeah, they don't. She don't bother you. She just come out for sun and then go back in the water. The gator is I think they said she's 100. She's 100 years old.
Yeah, nah.
And she's at this particular golf course. And that's when I said, you know what? I live in fucking Florida. I live in Florida.
Hell no, that gator popped out that water looking like Whoopi Goldberg and shit.
Bro,
they got that, bro.
This bitch got out to just get out. She'll get out and just sit there. If your ball goes anywhere near her, just fucking, I lost. Just count. Just say I lost. I don't want to continue. So I'm not gonna play the ball where it lies. I'm not gonna play where it lies. Like this.
Hell no.
Fucking Eagles.
Hell no. You politely talked me almost out of going. Anyway, before we jump into this, bro.
I live in Florida.
Yeah. Before we jump in this real quick, just want to give a shout out to my man Ray over there at Underground Figures. Again, if you ain't got it, he'll get it for you. You see what he got there, Padme. He got the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So the entire time Horberticus has been looking for it, he could just grown over there in Underground. He would have took care of him. We got the Batman figure as well. Again, there's a lot going on over there. A lot of pieces that he actually has within the collection that people are looking for that you can get through him. So definitely,
I got $15. What can I get with that?
Going over there to his page, make sure you go through and actually got some
camera accessory.
Right, he got some steals and deals going on over there.
Yeah,
as always. So make sure you head on over there and tell Ray I sent you, because he'll definitely take care of you. Such a pillar in this community. Full transparency, no NRD. If you ain't got it, he'll get it for you. That's what he's all about. Also, I want to give a super duper shout out to my man Ray over there at Hawkwarts Toys. Again, the grails, he got them. Stickers, he got them. Comic books, he got them. He'll definitely take care of you when you need it.
Hey, Hawkwarts has a suggestion box. I sent in. Can you send us like an order of rib tips with our purchase? So he said, I don't know, but I'm working on it. So let's go. Let's go rib tips.
Shout out to my man Ray over there from Hawkwarts, as always, doing his thing. Also, wanted to give a shout out to my man Watch Your Six over there, Comic Relief and Comic Collectibles. Again, the proud sponsor of the Spring Fever Flex that's going over there right now at the Figure Flex Friday Facebook group. So again, we are rounding out. We only got a few weeks left. So definitely make sure that you get in where you fit in and get those submissions in, and make sure you are a member of the Figure Flex Friday Facebook group. Definitely want to give him a shout out.
Question in the chat. I'll bring it up for you though. There you go.
And then also one last thing, we got to shout out to my man Brian Wong over there at Module Case, Module Space. If you're looking for a definite incredible piece to have in your collection, he got it for you. He'll definitely take care of you. So hit him up as always. So definitely wanted to give a shout out to those particular guys. As always, you said we got a question in the chat. What's the question? What question we got? You pay the whole amount at checkout for pre-order in the stock items. Which one's one? Who you talking about? Through Ray?
I think he talking about Underground Figs.
Underground
Figs. So basically, what you can do, you choose the option. So what you can do is you can do a no NRD right off the top. You just hit him up, tell him the figure you're looking for, and he'll put you on a list. He'll basically, create an account for you. Just have to make sure that you get the figure when it's available. But at the same time, if you want to start paying it off and just pay it off over time, you can definitely do that. Well, he's a good guy, such an incredible individual. So definitely make sure that you head over there to him. He got you.
Oh, and shout out, Brian. I got about $30 for Maji case. What could that give me? Could that give me a panel? Acrylic? What's up?
He said black people should not be that inquisitive about reptiles bigger than the Honda Accord. Hell no, bro.
Hell, bigger than the tire on the Honda Accord. Fuck the car.
Snakes on the plane, for real.
Right. Let's see what we got here. What is
a big wheel? Shit.
We got You'll See the Building. Gotcha. Thank you. No problem, man. Anytime. Always giving you to give information. We got my man Malika Mabane in the building. What's going on with you, brother? Charlie the Unicorn. Jeffrey is here with us as well. We got the matriarch Luminars in the building. Thank you for being here as always. We got 1-6 Salvo in the building. My guy, Riff with pleasure. He's funny. We got my man, my brother. I'm so Docinator. I'm so happy. Docinator was looking for the
God Loki.
Yeah, he was looking for the God Loki artisan version, and Mario found it for him. So thank God that Mario actually got one for him, and said, "Look, I'll look out for you." So he got one whole for him. So shout out to my bro Doc. I know he was excited about that. That's the one he really, really, really wanted. He was heartbroken.
If he was really ass talent, I probably would have. I remember you saying that. If he was really ass talent, I probably would have given him mine.
Yeah,
we'll see. If some of y'all get asked out here, they hit you.
I paid for that thing on the job.
We got all that. Force in the building. Thank you for being here, my brother. As always, appreciate you, man. We got JDX in the building. Thank you for being here. Pedro Lopez is in the building. Who else have we got here with us? Charlie the Unicorn. Who else do we got?
That's a wild thumbnail.
That's a great thumbnail.
Wow, bro. It's wild. Wow. Who else have we got in the building? We got Amber in the building. Thank you for being here, Amber May. We got the Force in the building, of course. Who else do we got in here with the Renz? Talentino is in the building. Thank you for being here, my brother. As always, my man Renz. Who else we got in the building with us? Who else? Blazing Asian, as always. Daryl Smith is in the building. Blazing Asian, funny as hell, bro.
Baby, it's coming.
Blazing's my guy, man.
Hell yeah. He's a humble dude. We got my man Holland Crispy Craig in the building. Holland Toy Flicks. Crispy Craig, Mr. Crispy in the building. Thank you for being here as always, bro. Let me see who else we got. Did we cover everybody? Yes, we did. Snakes on the Plane. The sequel is Hungry Ass Alligators on the Golf Course. You already know.
That's one of them Wayne Brothers titles.
Yep. Right. It definitely is.
That's
man.
good
Definitely
barbecue,
is.
so it is what it
is. So I wanted to pull this up real quick, man, because this is something that was talked about last week. Kevin Feige, who had a conversation and talked about how he knows him, Bob Iger, both of them know and understand that there has been a lot of lackluster content going on in the MCU right now.
You think?
And there was a lot of influx of this content that kind of surfaced. They didn't, and this is on the heels of both, Miss Marvel not doing. I mean, the Marvel's not doing good. What was it? Quantumania definitely not doing good. And just other IPs where they're having
that shit went straight to Tubi in about 2 fucking weeks. I'm like, damn. He's streaming already?
Yeah. 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah, 2 weeks. So he
Marvel's
talked about
like, yeah, we know it's ass. There you go.
And their plans on the future as far as content, they're only doing 2 movies a year and 2 shows per year. And they are going to basically go back to basics, focus on the writing, focus on giving great content, making sure that the substance is there because they want to get back to the way it used to be. Yeah. So he did have this conversation, and I'm like, a part of me is like, okay, I get it, and I completely understand it. I think that in the very beginning, beyond just the conversation that you're having, that the focus should have been on in the very beginning it should have been on, just making sure that there was content and quality in the writing, quality in the content. Because when we think about it previously, during the whole Infinity Saga, everything that was dropping was a banger. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything that dropped was cohesive. The
Yeah.
problem is not, it's not its content, it's more so the cohesion. It wasn't as cohesive as it should have been. It's like you were putting out this content with no type of direction. No one
Right.
knew what was going on. No one knew where it was ending. There was a few gems. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I watch Multiverse of Madness at least twice a week. Literally, I have such a love for that movie, bro. I love it so much. I love Sam Raimi, so I don't give a fuck what people say. I'm a Sam Raimi fan. But I love that movie. Quantumania, it was a letdown. It was definitely a letdown. I don't have to talk to you about Thor: Love and Thunder. Marvel's had some shining moments, but I think there were a lot that was holding that back as well. And again, we had an influx of films, but again, there was nothing was cohesive at that point. And that's what I think created a lot of the problem as well. What do you guys, Vinny, I'm gonna go to you first, man. What do you think about like this particular subject when we talk about quality, more so over quantity, and them now finally admitting their mistakes? What do you think?
I think sad that I've spent so long just waving the and Feige we trust banner, and to not so much trust this man anymore because of statements like this that show a continued lack of just awareness and being out of touch. I feel like this is such a lame, lazy ass cop out, and I'm really frustrated with the all over place, scatterbrain directives and talking points from everyone involved at Marvel and Disney since the past few years have garnered so much negative reaction. It's a lot of finger pointing, and it's really frustrating because their new MO is not that we need better quality. It's we have poor quality because of how much quantity there is, which is such bullshit to me. Because if you were putting out 3-4 films that were of quality, there wouldn't be any fatigue. There wouldn't be any quantity issues. Your only problem is quality. If you were putting out quality films, you could do 5 fucking superhero films a year and people would go and enjoy them. The problem isn't that there's too many. You'd mean to tell me if they were putting out XMen 97 episode every day, people would be like, all right, we don't like this anymore. It's too much of it. Or if they did season 2 at the back half of the year, people wouldn't watch it because they just did another season this year. No. The show is successful. The things that work in Marvel work because they have such a high level of quality. The things that don't work is because they don't have quality. No one has. There's been not a single Marvel film that suffered because of a release date too close to another Marvel film when both were good. It only ever happens when they're not good movies. If they had released Endgame 3 months after Infinity War, everyone would have went to both. No one would have said, oh, there's too many Avengers movies this year. So to act like we can't have more than 2 films a year, otherwise people are going to get sick of them, is bullshit. If anything, it puts more pressure on everyone. And the more pressure a studio has to be successful, the more pressure they will put on creative. And the more pressure they put on creative, the less creative will be. So when you have 2 films a year, just like this year with Deadpool, when you have only 1 or 2 films a year, that means that the studio is going to be breathing down everyone's neck because all the chips are everything's in one basket. All the eggs are in one basket. All the pressure is on for those films to be great because that's your only 1 or 2 shots that whole year. So now you have everything riding on those films, and then you also lose creative, freedoms because now, not that they were really doing any cohesive storytelling or, connecting pieces anyways, but now if there's going to be connective tissue between these films that are upcoming where they tie together, now it's going to be, they're going to be beating us over the head with it because they only have 2 films a year to tie shit together, 2 TV shows a year to tie shit together. So now there's no like, imagine if there was only 5 Marvel comics a year that came out. It would be like, if they sucked, you're fucked. Like, there's just so, like, the strategy is flawed, and it's like, oh yeah, we know everything sucks, but that's because we're paying too many people, or we got too much shit going on, we got too many plates in the air, or we're trying to do too much. And it's like, nah, like, there's so much talent in Hollywood. There's so much talent there's in those in those directors' rooms. There's so much talent in those creative, places. There's so many people who know what they're doing. There's so many problems that they're ignoring and just giving scapegoats. And there's so many IPs. There is so many comic books films that we want to see, and sequels to shit that we loved and we want to see more of. I mean, we're going down to 2 years. That means what? We're going to get to like 2050 before we see another Shang-Chi, because you got 2 a year. They're not going to want to do any more niche IPs. They're only going to want to do the biggest of them. I mean, that means
and you got the actor who could age out the role. Like, timing is of the essence for a lot of stuff.
That's part of your strategy of, here's Moon Knight for you guys, and here's Miss Marvel for you guys, and here's She-Hulk for you guys, and here's Daredevil for you guys. Like, that is a winning strategy. And if they're all great, you're satisfying so many different fan bases. Right. And then when there's a big secret war or whatever, all right, cool. Oh shit, there's She-Hulk. Oh, there's Moon Knight. Oh, there's Daredevil. Now, when you got 2 a year, then what happens if one of those 2 of the year is She-Hulk and the other one's Miss Marvel? Now you got a whole year where everyone just shit on you the whole year because there wasn't a Moon Knight for us. There wasn't a Daredevil for them. There wasn't Hawkeye for those people. Like, it's putting way too much pressure, and there's so many things that people want to see, to pretend like there's just too much and there's fatigue. No one ever bitches about the movies that or shows that are good. So when you bitch about the ones that are bad, it's like, oh, it wasn't really bad. We just gave you too much to watch. We know. Okay, we got it. No, that's like you're playing stupid. Like, that's not, damn well it's not because you gave us too much. It's because you gave us too much bullshit. So it's really frustrating because, like, when are we gonna get Blade? We only got 2. You mean to tell me that Marvel is gonna choose to do Blade and something else as for their whole calendar year? Watch Blade get chopped.
Right. And the space that we're in mentally as fans when it comes to the MCU, you have people who are outright stating that they're exhausted. You have people who are saying that they, like us, we just want better quality stuff. Keep it coming, but go back to the drawing board and retool it. One thing that they did say, a part of the article or the discussion, that Kevin Feige and was it Luis D'Esposito? I think is the other guy. And they had said, and I guess you take this how you will, is if it's coping with or if it's actual truth. But they had said, part of it, they're somewhat thankful that they've kind of had to come down and get back to the drawing board. Because the same thing, it's like, if you just, like, say if you're a ball player, right? You're a baseball player, and you just have one swing that you came into the game with, and you know how to hit balls with that one swing, and it works. You hit home runs nonstop for like fucking 10 years. And then year 11, they figure your ass out, and you can't hit shit. You're trying. You're doing the same shit that you did 10 years ago or 9 years ago. And that worked then. It's not working now.
No.
You have to adjust. You have to find a different way to attack, a different way to have success. And I think we are given the ingredients here. Marvel has given us a wealth of characters for a century almost.
Yeah.
A century almost.
Yeah,
Right. And I
that's
think
the
DC
thing
is
is,
closer to that century mark.
yeah, I think that's the thing, bro. And then I'm gonna hand this over to Jay, you as well, Jay. But my thing is, it's crazy because, bro, like 5-6 years ago, this wasn't even a conversation because we knew. Now, mind you, we understand that a lot has happened. You know, we had the pandemic, we had the writer's strike. Underpaid artists, underpaid actors. We had all of that, you know what I mean? And but then the thing is, before that even happened, there was opportunity then. But I don't want to place the complete blame on Feige because remember, before Iger came back, we did have Chapek, who came in and completely took
He Disney Plus the fuck out this shit,
out of every
and
the fu- and
it
he
fucked
and
it
he
over.
took space away from also creatives, bro. He took titles away from creatives because he didn't feel this. He first of all, he didn't. They began to became underpaid. He didn't want to pay them for what they were actually doing. He left it up to motherfuckers that knew nothing about films, and it was oversaturated with ideas. Some IPs that we definitely didn't need at the time, but they gave it to us anyway, and they were rushing these things out. I think a lot, and people don't want to look at it this way. And even though I love Disney Plus, I think in a sense that was one of the anchors and crutches when it came to the cinematic experience and quality in that, because now you have to basically spread the budget between both cinematic and now your Disney Plus content.
See, that was the thing.
somebody
It
has
was
to
supposed to
suffer.
be, like you said, Leo. So it was supposed to be a bridge, and it turned into a crutch.
Yeah.
Somewhere along the line, it went from okay, we're gonna have these little shows out to kind of bridge from TV to movie. And that was cool. We all kind of somewhat we were like, okay, cool, let's see where this goes when we first started out. Now it's like okay, well, what are we doing now? We have all these shows. What are we doing with them now?
What are we doing with
also
it?
with that, you gotta look at, we had COVID, so they were trying to be they outsmarted themselves a little bit with trying to send stuff so fast to Disney Plus during the COVID session or COVID season. So you got movies that were only in the theater during that time.
45 days.
What, like 45
It was
days?
less than 45 days at that point
it
as
was
well.
a month, and shit was on Disney Plus.
That
like
day and day release bullshit.
Right. So that's where they fucked up with doing and staying with that for a little while until people started going back to the theater, and that was like
shit. That's longer than that fucking what was that goddamn movie that just came out, Sony?
Madam Web.
That was longer than Madam Web. That shit was there for a cool 48 hours. It was like, all right,
think about that, y'all. There'll be as many Sony Spider-Man offshoot movies per year from Sony as there will be MCU films.
That's crazy.
How ridiculous is that?
That's crazy. And then also with that, Toya, what up, Queen? Black Widow was fantastic, but I
love that movie, bro.
Yeah,
they pushed it out to the platform too fast.
Nothing was wrong with that film other than it should have fucking happened earlier.
What they did with Taskmaster was a bit.
Oh yeah, that too.
Because the thing is, if you were going to make the character, here's the thing, bro. Not to go too far into it, but if you were going to make the character female, then it should have been presented that way.
Exactly.
And you faked this out, and it didn't look right. Just the aesthetics of it didn't look right on screen.
At all.
And I didn't have a problem with the transition, but I'm just like, if you're going to do it
from
how you warmed this up, it did.
Right.
It did.
And Taskmaster is a little bit more talkative, from the iterations that he actually be talking shit,
Yeah.
But see, that was a big problem too, because Iger, he was on, and I put this on my Instagram. A lot of the directors and writers, they were told not to read the comics at all. Don't read the comic. Don't write anything from the comic. Make your own. What? What kind of stupid shit? I'm not saying the comics are always gold. You know what I'm saying? But for at least 40-50% of your story, you got all this source material.
They
Why
are
you
a
tell these
guiding
guys
star.
to ignore
That's
it?
all.
Why ignore it? You've
Yeah.
told
Use
these
your guiding
guys,
star.
bro. It's like every director and writer from all these Marvel shows that came out, and even some of the movies, have been told not to read or go near the comics. What? What kind of shit is that? Like, oh, make your own movie, make your own story.
Mhm.
And they wonder why they had that long list of flops. You know, you're not being true to the source material at all. You're making up your own shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Y'all are Michael Jordan in a Wizards jersey right now.
Exactly.
That's what it's feeling like.
Exactly.
I need y'all to put that fucking Chicago Bulls jersey back on. I don't give a damn if it's 23 or 45.
At least
This
the
shit don't
45.
look right. Yeah,
At least the 45.
Yeah,
because
put
shit
the
don't look
45.
right. Okay.
Yeah, put that 45 back on, man. But yeah, I felt as though, like I said, I wanted to kind of pull that up because the thing is I believe, with all this being said, I believe in Kevin Feige, and if anybody, I believe, honestly, I believe more in his vision right now than anything else. I'm not going to speak on the other franchise because there's a lot going on over there that a lot of people are waiting for. You know, even though I'm wanting to succeed, that suit you see all them fucking memes, bro, with that suit. Motherfuckers got him shaving his leg. Somebody
feel how I feel, dog,
bro.
Oh yeah, they fucking up Superman on the internet. They
are dragging him on it. It's crazy, but yeah, I believe in Feige, bro, and I believe that if anything, like I said, he can make it happen. It's just a matter of, again, you can own up to it if you want to, but come on, man, like let's make this thing happen and go. What y'all have? What you put up?
It's Vinny being stupid in the chat.
The Birmingham Barons. That's
funny.
Baseball?
I couldn't think of what we were talking about. I couldn't remember what team.
The Birmingham Barons. That's too fucking funny, bro. Damn. Anyway, moving on from that, I wanted to go into the artist of the week. And this is one that like definitely goes with the times, and especially since we have X-Men 97 right here. I mean, if you don't know who this guy is, then you're definitely living under a rock. And I'm talking about the one and only Andy Kubert, man. You come on, man.
Favorite books, boy.
Bro, he has given us some of the most iconic covers ever. Like literally, bro, when we talk about Executioner song, we talk about this cover right here, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
Cool, man. Man. This was incredible. Like his run, just his penmanship in general was definitely incredible. And I had to throw this one in here for you too, Jay, because this one right here was
that's the Superman suit.
Yeah.
What was his active era? Like 90s, late 90s, early 90s?
Superman suit.
That was he was basically like early mid 90s, like even like he was early 90s. Yeah, like early mid 90s and stuff like that. Even like, you know, the end of the 80s era as well.
But you couldn't really tell because it has like his art has a style. It's almost akin to like like 80s style, but also it has like a sense of like modernity to his style as well. Like it's reminiscent of a lot of what I saw in like McFarlane. Like it has that exaggerated style, but it's still rooted in reality.
His style to me is timeless, bro. Like it could be in any
that's the best way to put it.
Golden Age now, it could be the hot 90s, bro. Like his style fits with any era right now. Like I have these two right there. Like yo,
bro. So hey, send me this. I need to see if I can get a facsimile of this right the fuck now. Send me this. I am not fucking playing.
Hell yeah, bro. Vinny, what's your thoughts on this, bro?
This is one of my peoples, man. I was in high school. One of my dreams being a comic book artist, and I really had given a lot of thought to going to their father's school. Their father is the legendary Joe Cubert, and when I say they, I mean Andy and Adam, the famous Cubert brothers. A lot of people get them mixed up, but Andy's kind of more popular. Adam is dope too, but Andy has had more prolific career slightly. But their father is the legendary Joe Kubert from Sergeant Rock and Conan and so many
Starting to
classic
rock.
books in the old school.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a comic book school in Jersey. And
Mm-hmm.
I always thought as a kid when I was a little bit more naive and didn't quite realize the downfalls of the industry, I really had considered trying to get into the school, but he had a lot of success with XMen, and he's co-creator of Onslaught. Had a lot. Had a long career at Marvel. Did so many different amazing projects with them. Of course, most notable for X-Men.
That cover too, boy.
And then in a huge jump, which at the time he was one of the last people who had never worked for DC. He had a big jump to DC, and he was a big part of a lot of storylines over there. He created Damian Wayne, and he is incredible. Both Andy and Adam are like tons of amazing work. Andy did a lot of stuff with Wolverine, a lot of stuff with X-Men. His style is always very, very sharp. A lot of sharp lines, a lot of great cross hatching. Very, like he always had kind of like a cool, like amalgam of styles. Like his style is like pulled from a lot of different people, and I always, like could relate to that because I try to pull from different inspirations as well. But he had a little bit of Jim Lee. He had a little bit of Bart Sears, a little bit of McFarlane, a little bit of Romita, a little bit of Byrne. Like he had so many different inspirations. Like this
I
is a
see
little
Byrne
bit of
in there too.
like this is a little bit of Will Spertasio in there. Like he pulled a little bit of Silvestri. Like he had like his style was very, very like a combination of a lot of different artist styles at the time.
That one too.
But like he had I think what set him apart was he had a lot of dynamic interiors. Like a lot of guys who were really great at the covers and the splash pages. Sometimes it wasn't quite as great on the inside of the book, but his interiors were fire. Easy reads, streamlined, great storytelling. It's one of those like Eisner credits where your artist like helps keep the story flowing. So the panel breakdowns as you read his books, it's smooth reading. You could almost tell exactly what's going on in the story even without the dialogue. So great interiors, great line work, great storyboards, and amazing dynamic covers and splash pages, and big like gigantic scenes that go with it. Like he had all the bases covered. Like one of the legends, man. He's dope.
You said basically like also his influences from even like Arthur Adams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bro, and this came to mind right here. Like this cover right here, like plain and simple. This I
need that poster, man.
Robertic is looking
You know what I'm looking at right now.
But that's again like a lot of his influences, are there. You can see it when you look at a lot of his art. You know what I mean? Just how vibrant his attention to like just character detail, character arc. This was one of my favorite covers right here too, when you had Psylocke up against Spiral. Definitely incredible, symmetry there. And like, just hinting and always highlighting the Asian aspect of, Psylocke and stuff like that. Like he was so good, just at this, like the subtle hints, the fluidity, the splash on the page. Definitely dope, bro. Definitely dope.
You know what? Like something what Vinny was saying, I was thinking about about how he was saying how when the ink would stop with the words and his art would flow. So it was like a flawless transition of word to art when he's drawn in these books. Like just with his art alone, it's like
like that's from his father, bro. Because that's what they would teach you at the school,
bro. His art, his art in these books is outrageous, man.
I need that.
Yeah.
That
I'm
I
so
found
glad
the
I
I
have some
found
of
the
this stuff,
title.
man.
It's XMen number 23, 1993.
Are you talking about the
I
classic?
I will be finding that shit and buying it.
Oh yeah.
Not this one. It's the one with Rogue and Gambit.
Okay.
I
know what you're
I
talking
will be
about.
finding that
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I will somehow try to recreate that cover with my figures because
But
that
bro,
is
that
so good.
cover alone is so that just speaks about how this dude draws, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
that could go with a comic book right now. And it could put on a
Yeah.
cover right now, bro. Like his style of art is definitely timeless.
Yeah, it
Timeless
is.
art.
Eee.
It
Yeah.
is. Such an amazing artist, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just
You would have to
but
send
here's the
somebody out
thing.
to the
It
siphon, bro.
but again, when we talk about like those artists during that era, bro, like
Mhm.
it's not just words on canvas, words on page. It's not just story driven. It's the art that kind of guides you through it. We
Yeah.
were so impressed about that, especially
Transition.
covers,
Mhm.
transition with covers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's it. Just again, perfect marriage with the writers, and that's how it's always been. Just phenomenal from there,
And
bro.
we've said it here so many times, bro. Like the '90s saved comics, bro.
Mm-hmm. It did.
That era, bro, from like '93 on out, bro, it saved comics, especially Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
because these artists, I mean DC too, but these artists and writers, like especially the artists, walking into 7-Eleven after, bro, and seeing that on the rack as a kid. Oh my god,
Yeah,
dude!
let me go ahead and get that.
Let me get
$15.
that. Let me get that. Let me get that.
Easy.
Yeah, like,
Coming
bro,
home.
like the artwork, it just pulled you back in, and that era really saved comics, man. It really did.
Yeah, definitely did, bro. Definitely wanted to give a shout out to him, man, because again, timeless. Like
Timeless
just
art.
timeless art. Just those things, those pieces that are memorable. That's art in your collection. You're like, yo, I remember this. It takes me back. You know what I
Takes me
mean?
back.
It definitely takes me back. Now, before we get into 97 itself, because definitely that is a book that we want to kind of dive into. It's a story that we want to basically dive into, but I wanted to take people back here a bit. So where it all started, where everything basically already took off, and the references that they actually used. I wanted to just kind of just say, okay, yeah, we have certain books, certain covers, that we could cover, like from this particular time period. But I wanted to go back to this really quick here because this is important for you to realize what you're seeing right now in this through this animated experience. A lot of it was derived from a lot of these stories, a lot of stories that we've actually seen back in the day. Like Fatal Attractions was huge.
Yeah,
it was huge, bro. And the dopest part about it, boy, Jay, going
I
in
have
every time
this
there was a
book
release,
and I have the other cover, bro.
with the holographic cover on the front,
Yeah,
bro. Oh
yeah,
my god, bro.
yeah,
It was the
yeah,
life. V, I
yeah.
used to, you talking about, so V, check it out, bro. Let me take you way back. Where I used to actually get my comics from when he opened, right? But when he was there, this was the heyday when his shop
Ernie's
first
Comics.
opened.
God
Bro,
bless you, Ernie.
I used to go out to Bob's out 22. Remember that? Right across the street from the Adult World, bro. Remember that?
Yep.
Right across the street from Adult World, Bob's was in the corner. It's a tattoo shop there now. But that's where Bob was when he first opened. And whenever I needed my comics, he would actually put them on. He would let me know that they're in. And I would always go up and get them, bro. And it was just the heyday, bro. It was the heyday of collecting. Everything was just phenomenal, bro. These pieces were from, but the thing is, this story was phenomenal, bro.
Fire story.
This was so fucking phenomenal. You had Xavier, his X-Men. You had Magneto and his acolytes.
Right.
You had them, Asteroid M. Everything that basically went down during this particular run.
Except for the mind wipe. Now I don't know if they did the mind wipe with the cartoon. Because I think Magneto was still.
This
we'll get to it, but I think
issue was
Cyclops stopped
popular. this issue is popular because of the Wolverine Magneto thing, right? Like that's why we know one of the reasons why we know Fatal Attraction, right?
Well,
that's one of the
yeah,
reasons.
but you gotta
That's
remember
one that
at
got the
this
biggest
time, at this time, like there's some comic book readers that read Wolverine, there's some comic book readers that read X-Men.
Yeah.
There's some comic book readers read this, that, and the third. At this time, everybody knew what was going on in X-Men. It wasn't niche like it is now. Like everything is so sub-genred out. And like some people like this, some people like this, but there's very few comics that absolutely everybody, if you read the comics, is reading. Back then, there were so much fewer titles, and you virtually could. It was pretty inescapable. It was like it's kind of like how now with music, there could be popular artists that you don't even know about because everything is Spotify and streaming. Like you could not even hear about an artist that's selling out arenas because everything is so nuanced. But back then there were so much fewer. If whatever was going on in X-Men, even if you weren't reading it, you knew about it. There's nobody who didn't know what was going on in this story. Asteroid M and Magneto shit and everything that was going on with basically everything from Jim Lee's X-Men on. All eyes were on X-Men and the gimmick covers. Like, I was 12, 13 when this shit was going on, and it's kind of like how people joke about like kid stuff in movies today, and we got to stop and think like some of the shit isn't for us, it's for kids. And gimmick covers got a lot of shit back in the day by older kids, but for children, for young teenagers, it was cool. Like when you got like the Marvel trading cards and there's a holographic
bro. They had holographic Pokemon cards. I ain't never met a soul that was complaining about them bitches.
I mean, there was glow in the dark covers, there was chromium covers, there was bad covers, and when I got in my 20s, I was like, man, they was fucking us. But when I was a kid, I was just like, oh shit, the Ghost Rider covers glow in the dark. Like it was cool. Like this joint had a fucking hologram cover on the cover. It was just cool as shit. And you just had to have all the cool shit because you want to be like, you wanted to be in. You wanted to have all the cool shit.
Right.
Those covers were iconic, were amazing, and it was so much fun. Like it was a gimmick, but it was like, so what? Fun. It's fun. It was just plain fun. And here's the thing. I think the big difference is when the gimmick went along with the dope book. It was like it was just out of this world. Now, when it was a gimmick, to sell a book that was trash, okay. Right. But this was a gimmick that went along with the book that was actually really incredible inside. Like they weren't just trying to get you to buy this piece of crap. It was actually a dope story, dope art. I mean, you just look at how detailed and crazy. Look at these covers. Like that doesn't happen anymore. Like now it's just like one character or one Photoshop. Like not that there's not good covers anymore, but you rarely see just fucking heavy detail work on the covers. Like you see, like, and it reminds me, Quesada is another person who like had a similar style with Cubert and the type of detail and line work. Look at that. You don't see covers like this anymore. No. You just don't. You just don't. And the interiors were fires too. The story was amazing. X-Men routinely at this time, everything they did was an event.
They couldn't miss. They couldn't miss. They couldn't miss.
There's a reason why
they couldn't miss.
There's a reason why when they decided to keep it going, the animated series going to 97, because you were still in an era where all the source material was home runs. So using the source material of the 90s comic still for X-Men 97 is like all we have to do is just copy the blueprint right here. Yeah. And Salak. Yeah, I wish Salak hopefully upcoming season Salak's on the show because she was always one of my favorites.
Dude, that whole run with the holograms, bro. If you can find them for a decent price, I recommend getting them, bro. That whole series for them, a different one for every cover.
Every cover was a different one, and bro, I have them all. I have every single one, bro.
Me too. I remember going to Bernie's comics in Bristol, New Jersey, dog, with the Bulls, and trading to have that whole set, I would trade like some of the oh my god, what they call it? When they have the alternate covers, I would trade just to get the hologram covers to go with that whole set, bro.
Mhm.
They don't do
Yeah.
that no more, man. Like that, the way
Nah,
we
they
have
don't.
fun with comics is just not. It's not. It's not like that now, boy.
And speaking of, real quick, I want to not too much of a
Oh, I got one.
segue.
I got one for you, Herberticus. Hold on.
Speaking of which,
Uh,
real quick, while you're doing that, I want to give a special shout out because we probably will never see her play this role again, especially with what she's going through right now. And I hope she gets better. But this was Olivia Munn as Psylocke. Probably one of the best parts of that film that we got. And she fought for this costume. Like she fought to
Yep.
wear this piece. You know what I mean?
She wanted to keep it. I mean, because this is a geek. Like she's like a Rosario Dawson, beautiful
Mhm.
but a geek, and like she's been in
Mhm.
like you can hear anytime she does interviews. She was on like geek type shows just as a younger actress, like G4 and all that stuff. Like
Mhm.
she's tested. Like she's
Yeah.
been in so many interviews. It's like, oh, okay, she knows what she's talking about, and yeah, she's going through some shit, but like she was absolutely to me the best, the best reason to go to Apocalypse. That's why I was like, this looks horrible, but Olivia Munn and Psylocke, I'll be
She
there.
killed it. She killed
I'll
it.
be
She
there.
killed it. And just in case you may not know right now, she basically did have a double mastectomy. And she's also agreeing because she is high risk for cancer. So she's battling that right now. You didn't know that?
No, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's battling cancer right now, bro. She had a double
Yep.
mastectomy.
Awful, man.
She's about to get her uterus and all that removed as well. Now she's
Oh, my
doing good.
God.
Like she looks still well, but she's definitely going through a lot. So our prayers out there to her.
Oh, poor
She did
baby.
such a
God
good
bless her.
job with this character, and
She
everything
killed
she
it.
does, she gives us her all. So I
Wow.
Yep.
definitely want to give a shout out, definitely as well. So
Herberticus, I got something for you, bro. We all love Storm, right? So
look at Hobart.
here you go. Here you go.
Oh, I had to do this one because
Here you go.
Mhm.
Miss
Here
Miss
you go.
Frost. Oh, see, you ain't playing fair.
Hold up. You see that?
These trade paperbacks,
See
motherfucker.
that?
Damn,
See that? So we
you
all
you
love
ain't
Storm.
you
We all
ain't
love
playing
Storm.
fair. She got ham hocks. I
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
recreated the
yeah.
ham
Yeah,
hocks.
yeah.
Yeah.
We all love Storm.
Yeah.
We all love Storm.
But yeah, I wanted to kind of go to that and go to this because again, like if you're looking for source material to kind of prep you for what's to come, and the reason why we're following with these storylines, because exactly what, especially the whole blackout, Magneto did that. Definitely.
The blackout.
Like straight up, like, but you're seeing, just the source of his power. But definitely I wanted to kind of shout this out because again, the way they're going and the way they're squeezing in a lot of this content into this show and how they're doing it, man, I hats off because it's keeping you so interested. Everybody in it, grandma
Yeah.
is talking about this show, bro.
And I think
Everybody.
almost all of the mutants are getting their just due.
Yeah.
I know probably some of the Wolverine fans might complain about his screen time and things like that, but it's getting to it, baby. If you've seen that last episode,
Yeah, it's getting to it.
it's getting to it. All right. So honestly, man, I'm really along for the ride. When it comes to this, I kind of forgot about the beautiful relationship that Storm and Jean Grey share or have.
Yeah.
And this last episode was a great reminder of that. So I and one thing I do want to say about X-Men and the women characters, women characters in X-Men carry
are flexing.
They carry like the storyline so
that's where they've
fucking
been
much. Yeah.
Remember, I don't know if you remember, we talked about it probably it's a while ago, but remember how I always say, like, I love women heroes like Sarah Connor and like what's my girl from Aliens, Ripley, that they don't have to freaking sell you that they can kick your ass.
Yeah.
you already know. And they're still feminine. They're still beautiful. They're
Mm-hmm.
still, they're still everything that they are as a woman. But they will kick your ass, and it's not oversaturated. That's
Yeah.
how Jean and Storm and Rogue are in the X-Men comics. In the comics, in the cartoons, everywhere. I love how they portray them, and especially in '97. They are the bridge or the foundation for the male characters in this show. They're the foundation. Even Cooper,
Val.
yeah, like even her, bruh, like excellent,
It's
excellent writing,
it's a very
excellent writing.
frustrating dilemma that Marvel has and has
Hmm.
had over the past decade plus of making films where they
Right,
want to branch out and have more female representation when
right,
uh like three, four, five of your best female characters were tied up in Fox properties between Sue and the X women
next
where
women,
they
right,
couldn't when they didn't have access to them. And
right.
I think what this show is showing is just how true that is for the female members of X-Men. Like,
Hmm.
Rogue, Jean, and Storm are some of
Hmm.
the best, most prolific, well written,
Hmm.
and established females in comics, and Sue is for Fantastic Four, and they haven't been able to utilize those.
Right.
And then what we've seen with that scene between Storm and Jean, and have had displays of her writing and Jean's writing throughout this whole first
Amazing,
season
bro.
is just not just like, oh, they have cool powers and all that,
Hmm.
whatever. It's the writing for those characters.
Hmm.
What's really
Mhm.
frustrating is an example of why this show could do something as cool and badass as Cyclops jumping out of the plane, or
Exactly.
Wolverine, Magneto fight and what happened in that. You have all these source material laden creative source material comic book moments, but yet
Hmm.
the strength for me, like the best scenes for me, is the ones that are highlighting the writing, like
The
that
writing.
scene on a
Hmm.
on the Blackbird. That was the best scene in the show for me, like
Hmm.
of all the shit that's happened. And I'm
Hmm.
sitting there almost in tears watching it because of how
Yeah.
Yeah.
amazing it is.
Yeah.
And but it's bittersweet too, because at this point it's like, I don't know, does like MCU have it in them to write and put on a screen a scene that potent and that powerful anymore without uh cutting quick to a joke? Like,
Right.
I mean, I'm
Right.
just picturing if that scene was in, like somebody would have, like Morph would have did a one liner right after,
It'd have
to
been a
force
joke.
in a joke, like,
Right.
because that's what happened. That's the Marvel formula. Like,
Right.
okay, a one little quick serious moment, and
And a
then
one liner.
here's a
Right.
one
But they
liner
they
to.
are painfully aware that
Oh,
formula is not working anymore.
I
Per
Mhm.
our earlier
Bro.
conversation.
I
But
hope
they
so, because holy
Yeah.
shit, there's like Morph will crack two jokes in this whole fucking half
bro,
hour, and the rest is just like
all wrong.
heavy. And
But
and I
see,
think that's what you have an entire show based around
right.
uh you know civil rights and
Mm-hmm.
you know
Mm-hmm.
all the different things that it represents
Mm-hmm.
for the the unspoken and the minorities all across the world.
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
and you have a show that is pushing that.
Mm-hmm.
Almost everything in every episode is heavy, but it never feels like too sad to watch. It
Too
always
sad to watch.
feels like there's hope.
Exactly.
It always feels like there's a
Exactly.
chance, and it always feels like you're learning and gaining something from their struggle. And I
Bro.
don't know, like, it's so frustrating because this is so good. It follows so much source material, but I just
Mm-hmm.
can't enjoy it as much as I should, because I'm just thinking of, like, a part of me is thinking, how do they even tap into half
Mm-hmm.
of what this show is when they
Mm-hmm.
put it on screen without
Mm-hmm.
doing it wrong? Because I
Right.
don't want to I want to see some. I know every time we see a scene in this, I'm like, well, we'll never get that on screen ever, because now
Right.
it's here.
Right.
So it's like, we'll never see Magneto rip out Wolverine's adamantium. Like, not that I need to see that scene, but like as an
Mm-hmm.
example, we'll never see any of these moments because
Mm-hmm.
they won't want to recreate shit that they already did on the animated show.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Mm-hmm.
but on the flip side, will we get the the writing. Like I want to still keep the writing. I mean, there's so much. Like even the jokes that do work on his show that that like could work on screen, they won't replicate. Like what did you expect? Black leather? Like man,
Classic.
it's
That was
so
good. Yeah.
it's such a great callback.
It was
It's
a great
such
great way to
callback.
like bite back
Yeah,
for
it's
what
such-
the live action has said about
Oh,
that's
it's
not-
so
that's
perfect.
not
comics.
gonna
I mean,
work.
So
and then
meta.
you see
So
the
meta.
classic X-Men costumes. I mean, what I wouldn't do to see Wolverine and that brown and orange and Storm and that OG suit and like
Right.
even Jean's suit is
Marvel
man.
girl.
Everything about it is just like
That's
Boo,
that's
boo,
my
like what we keep
prediction
saying,
for
yo, it's
Deadpool and
FUBU.
Wolverine.
It's
That's my
FUBU, yo.
prediction. By the end of this is just me. No, I ain't talked to Cam, Leo. I ain't talked to Cam. This is just me. I think we will see Hugh Jackman in that original, not just his blue and yellow joint. We're gonna see him in that brown and yellow joint. We're gonna
Please,
see him in that.
please.
That's what
Listen,
I can't wait till
Listen.
Deadpool's over and they can retire Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I mean, we're really on to that next.
What?
I do want to say this, and I want to let Jedi Pimp go, but I have hope because of all the stories that I know that I have either read or experienced, or the stuff that has been told to me and handed down to me from the fine gentleman on this panel, or other people in my life. I have hope because the X-Men stories are just so dramatic.
Yeah.
They call for this level of levity, if I could use that word. The level of depth of storytelling, the heartbreak, the betrayal. This last episode, I love Rogue. I've loved Rogue since '95.
Day one. Yeah.
And so going through her in '97 and seeing all of this stuff, I'm like, when she kind of like fake broke up with Gambit, I'm like, shit, I feel like I'm getting broken up with. And then when Remy dies, I'm like, somebody died alongside me. I'm like, I'm really feeling that for her. And then this last episode, I'm just like, I just had to just let her go, mentally. It's gonna play out. They already, scripted all this shit, but mentally, I'm like, you got to do what you got to do right now, because you're not in the right headspace, and I'm not gonna judge you for it. That's what I'm looking at the character and how I'm perceiving and taking this all in. But man, it's tough when you know her background and Remy's background. These people have been put through the fire. I mean, these are street urchins, if you will, street rats that they have had nothing. So when it comes to actually the greatest gift of all, true love, they both stutter at that. They both shudder at the real thought of actually having someone true to love, and seeing their relationship play out, and especially in the stage it's in right now. It is so heartbreaking. So that's why I have hope for the live action iteration, because there's just so much depth. And I didn't even talk about Jean and Scott. That's a whole other thing. You know what I mean? Just I think there's just a level of depth there that I have hope that in competent hands we could see that play out.
There is a mountain of depth with these characters, and we had like 17 movies just about Wolverine.
Yeah.
Right. Well, now that we got 97 and Marvel sees how good writing and good interwoven stories are, now maybe they'll go back to it, because the key also is cohesiveness. Like, all the X-Men stories can coincide and coexist and work together if the writing is right.
If you can't see, bro, the thing is, if you can't, they don't have a choice at this point. Because if you can't now, it's, put it this way, bro, the path has already been laid. It's up to them to walk it and continue. If they don't, and look at the success that you're having with this show, everyone is tuned in every week. It is on the zeitgeist. It's talked about on just every morning show. I mean, hell, just sitting back at every con, people are having these conversations. Hell, I went to Target over the weekend, found this damn shirt. I was like, yo, it's everywhere right now. Take advantage of it. If you don't, here's the litmus test. I'm telling you, if they do not take advantage of this, if they make this franchise a mockery of what Fox did,
it's over.
Especially for something that I love so much, bro.
Yeah.
I have loved the X-Men since
if they botch the X-Men, heads will roll.
I'm done.
Heads will roll.
If they fuck up this franchise,
gone.
I am done.
All of them
with the MCU
gone.
franchise. I am
done
completely done.
That we fought for, like that we fought for. Look, Leo knows I used to go to these movies and not pay for that movie. I'd pay for another movie to boycott them, but still see it just because I wanted them to lose it, because it was use it or lose it. And if they didn't make enough money, I knew they eventually would sell. And that was, you had millions of people who did that. Like, they wouldn't go to X-Men movies because they wanted the rights to revert back to Marvel, so that way Marvel could play with their own toys again, because Fox didn't know what to do with them other than Wolverine. And I love Wolverine. So for
that's me to say another layer of hope.
But check it. At my boy's shop right now, down in Fort Lauderdale, this Joker has sold all his sideshow Wolverines. He's trying to get more in. All his X-Men stuff has been selling off the shelves. T-shirts, comics, the freaking Marvel Legends figures, the Mezco stuff is flying off the shelf. Dude cannot keep it there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if they see that if they get this and mess it up, bro, after all this merchandise is flying on the shelf like this, they've messed up. They've made a huge mistake if they let this go and then can't do it in live action, bro. Like, it'll be,
if they that's the thing, is the keys to the kingdom have been laid, and it's right there, bro. If you fuck it up, there is nobody else's problem but yours.
If they
like, literally, it's not.
They're gonna fire somebody.
What scares me is I know they're gonna come out with that shit. If it's trash, they still gonna make some fire ass designs out of one of them damn suits. And Hot Toys gonna make one of them motherfuckers.
I hope they bring us.
That's it.
Bro. We need Storm and we need Jean, bro. Like, at least one of the two or both of them, bro.
You ever notice that there's way more merchandise for the Phoenix than there is for Jean Grey?
Yeah.
Bro,
that's because there's a lot of idiots who think she's only powerful when she's the fucking Phoenix,
and that's stupid. That's so
I mean, most of the casuals only know her through that.
When Cable went Super Saiyan, bro,
the Phoenix,
you know how many people didn't realize that he had telekinesis? It's like
a lot of people didn't realize that he had telekinesis.
This shit looked like a scene off of fucking JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm like, what the fuck going on?
And then on top of that, you had people think, oh, Jean can't beat. No, that's her son.
Why would she try to kill her son?
That's her son. She did the Pa Kent. She was like, nah, like, do what you gotta do. It's my fault. You're like this. We're all fucked up. You know what? If you're gonna kill me, I'd rather die by you. That's what was happening there. It's Jean. Jean could at least, it's Jean. She's the second. I mean, Cable is incredible, but that's the second strongest telepath. If she wanted to fight back harder, she could have, but that's her son.
Now the thing is,
they'll never tap into these powers in live action.
No,
well, he can't
do it because of the technovirus.
Because of the techno-organic virus, he has to hold that back. That's what he uses. Half of his power is used to hold that back. Well, he's not even using a fraction of his ability, and that's what I'm wondering. Because right now, and what you've seen in that episode was almost the totality of his ability. I want to see how his body's going to be brittle, because when he uses it, that techno-organic virus spreads quick. So I'm wondering now, maybe because of Sinister. And because, again, he was responsible for the shit, maybe there is a way that it's being held at bay, and he's controlling Cable, so he knows how to use it. We just have to we have to see on Friday, but I don't know. It's going to be crazy.
But that technovirus, that's what he's keeping it. The reason why he's holding it back this whole time. And he's doing his other shit. So he's like doing his other shit and using telekinesis at the same time.
Yeah, Gene and Scott make some powerful ass kids, man.
They do, bro. We need to talk about XMen too. Jesus.
Yep.
We
won't see him. We won't see him.
Bro, we're going to
Ruby,
see
I'm scared
either
too.
Apocalypse. Definitely, we're going to see either that, and I think Onslaught is coming. Even
Yeah,
though
yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
see? It's
But
very interesting. I love that they just teased it because that's when it should have came. But
I
Scott
don't think it's
broke it
going to
up.
come this season, and I
Right.
don't think the Onslaught story is going to actually come next season. I think
Right,
it would
'cause
probably
I
come
don't
towards
think-
season 3.
I feel they'll
Xavier
also.
mind wiped
I
him.
feel they'll also switch it up because he
Right.
knows enough about comics to know that it was cool on paper, but the story was whack.
Right.
Yeah.
Because in the story, Xavier controlled Onslaught. I mean, Onslaught took over Xavier. They took over
Yeah,
Magneto.
it was whack. And I think that's pretty much why, because we saw a hint of it, but then he skipped over it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because the coolest part about Onslaught wound up being all the other ancillary shit that they can't do anyway. Like they ain't gonna do Heroes Reborn and all that other stuff.
No, and
They're,
what's
they're not
the,
gonna get into all that. So I feel like they're gonna
Bloodlines.
tweak it to make it make sense for what this show is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
I think
They
they
got the
would.
bloodlines. They got do all the other shit too to make that even worse.
I think they would, man. I think again, I just think that where they're going, and if you don't realize, and if they haven't realized that the aspect of having someone like Bo DeMaio who is spearheading these stories
Brown and yellow.
and
Yeah.
confining, look at that, bro.
So far.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, look at that, bro.
And that was
But-
a callback to
Berserker
original
Barrage.
cartoon, bro. When
Also,
they showed
let me
them in
clear
their
something
OG,
up for people who aren't necessarily comic book fans or
Mhm.
maybe just didn't like pay attention much to the films.
Mhm.
Please stop saying, "Why would you bring Wolverine to a fight against a Magneto?" You don't tell Wolverine what the fuck to do. Wolverine
you
just
don't.
does whatever the fuck he
No, you
wants.
don't.
Yes.
No, you don't.
Wolverine
And
don't give a fuck. He wants all the smoke. He never cares.
never
Yes,
cared.
it's a fight against the dude who controls metal. Well, he's gonna fuck y'all up. So let him target me so y'all
Right.
can get to him.
Right. Exactly.
That's where
Exactly.
that's what he's thinking. He'll focus
But-
on me because I'm the crazy motherfucker.
Right.
Then y'all get him while he's worried about me. You
Yeah.
can't that's why Wolverine is in the fight
But-
with it. That's why he's on that team.
You need a
That's
crazy motherfucker.
that's the
Everybody
biggest
need a
threat.
goon.
Right.
You
He
need
ain't
a
worried about
goon.
Sinister. Fuck
Right.
Sinister. He worried
Right.
about Magneto. That's the real problem. I'm gonna go
Mhm.
where the biggest fight is. That's Magneto. That's why Wolverine is there because he's crazy as fuck.
He's crazy as
his
fuck.
whole
He
Yeah,
wants
if-
the biggest challenge,
He's
bro.
5'3" and will fight any fucking body. That's the fucking point.
Yeah.
Also,
It doesn't give a shit.
The reason why Eric has never done this before is
He
because
respects him.
he still respects him as a mutant.
Yep.
So he's never he could have been did this to Wolverine years ago.
Yep.
He toyed with him so many times, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
But he respects him as a fellow mutant.
Yeah.
But this is Eric at his last straw. Like, you know what? I'm so fucking tired of this shit. The
Right.
humans is getting on my damn nerves. My fellow mutants getting on my damn nerves. Here comes this little midget trying to kill me. I'm just tired. I'm tired. So
Oh yeah,
I know
he
he's a
snapped.
mutant.
He's not there anymore. This is a
that's how it
whole
happened how it happened in the comics. Eric was fed
different
up.
Magneto.
Eric was just fed up with everything.
Mhm.
So Wolverine was like the fucking icing on the cake, and he's like, you know, motherfucker, I've been holding back from you for years, so I'm gonna just go ahead and just.
But ain't no way Magneto just took fucking adamantium to fucking sternum like that. And he ain't gonna feel away.
Well,
he turned that shit into
he
liquid.
can, because the reason being, bro, and how he survives it, because again, he controls metals. He even controls the metal in his blood.
in his blood.
So that
right.
was nothing for him. Like
Nothing.
literally, it was a cut. Yes, it cut deep because this is why I tell people to read Acts. If you
Right.
read Acts, you'll understand that them
Right.
adamantium claws to him ain't mean shit.
Nothing,
This man had
bro.
his entire heart ripped out of his
was
chest.
out of him.
He had his
was
heart
out.
ripped out of his chest and used the metal in his blood
Right.
to
Keep
keep
him
himself
alive.
going.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this motherfucker, man. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
he's a mega level threat, you know.
Yeah.
Chico.
And, like this was,
Yeah.
and this was like,
Bro.
dramatic and performative. Like he could do
Hole
this
in his
to any
chest, my
person.
boy.
He could
Yeah.
do this to any person. He could
Any
pull
person.
all of our blood out and
Iron
do
out
the
of
same
you.
thing.
He put an iron out of you.
Charlie had a good question. I think a lot of maybe I don't know. I guess those who we
He
haven't
said, "Here
seen
is
it.
what I don't understand is why would he become Pharaoh after the animating was removed? Wouldn't that turn that prior to Weapon X project?" Here's the thing. It's because of the simple fact that you got to also understand that the metal, that adamantium is the one thing that, yes, makes him powerful, but
Mhm.
also the one thing is a curse because it's a
It's killing
poison.
him,
The only
too.
thing that's keeping him alive right now
It's healing
is
factor.
the simple fact that he has that healing factor.
The healing factor,
Ripping
yeah.
that completely out of that's trauma. It's a lot of trauma
That's why
because
it's
of what he
crazy.
went through with the whole Weapon X program.
process.
Yes.
It's the whole process. How they put it in and to have that shit ripped completely out.
Yeah.
Right.
Woo!
Wolverine's healing factor is very, very creative and interesting.
And
Like
unique.
his healing factor even goes to the mental aspect. The reason why he didn't know who he was for so many years in the comics is because of the surgery to get the adamantium put in. It was so traumatic that his mind gave him amnesia to help him cope. It's like in a way kind of like how moms forget what childbirth is like, so that way they keep having kids. Like it's biological. It's something about it. So that also you have to think that healing factor is also working 24/7 because there's a foreign object in his body. So without that adamantium in his body, his healing factor all of a sudden has nothing to work on, and it drives him crazy. So it's just like an overload. That's why he becomes like an animal, a monster after losing it, because now he's in feral mode, because now he's just unhinged, untethered. Like there's nothing for the healing factor to work on, so he's just full on animal mode.
But without that adamantium in his body, his healing factor works better. It works faster.
Exactly, because now he's at.
There's nothing else that it needs to fight up against.
Yes, now he's at 100% of what his mutant self already was, and this was a very creative and instrumental time in the comics, because at this point there was never really any progression with Wolverine's actual backstory or character. But this is when we first found, oh shit, he had claws underneath, bone claws underneath, and then there's drama and there's shit about that that originally it wasn't supposed to be. That his healing. There's also the theory that his healing factor thought it had claws and gave itself claws. There's all these fun backstories of how they worked into the process of that. But this was the first big moment in Wolverine's since Weapon X where he found out more about what he is and what his powers are. Back when it was still when he was through the roof hot, everything that happened with Wolverine was just did you see?
Yeah, definitely.
But see, we didn't get his origin until what, 2014?
It was a very long time. Yeah, for a long time they were very disciplined to not talk about anything, and until the Paul Jenkins story. So
2015 we got his story, that origin. I had that series.
Who you mean Wolverine's origin?
Yeah, 2015.
We got the origin. Yeah, it was before. It was basically we got his origin before X-Men the movie was released, because they wanted to basically get his origin out before basically his origin was told in the cinematic universe. So they got that origin out.
That was 2001, Jay.
Yeah, 2001.
That was 2001. That was the Paul Jenkins and Andy Kubert.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one.
Wow.
I had that series. Because the cover is
it's him as a kid.
He's as a kid on his knees with his mom. His mom's holding him. His claws are out.
Yeah.
Yep, I have it. I have that.
Yeah, that was definitely earlier on when they were trying.
That's when we found out his name was James Howlett. That's when we found out, what his family was like as a kid, and then they did the little teaser with Dog being Sabretooth, where they teased that, and they teased. Yeah, it was very big, to have a story where they told Wolverine,
because no one knew, and it was one of the bigger stories out back then, because everybody wanted to know. So everything was shrouded in so many different mysteries. It was pathetic.
Hey, Jedi Pimp, Calvin wanted to know where you got Storm with the ham hocks from.
I got that from
where Calvin at, man?
He just texted you right now. He said artist did that for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Ham Hock edition.
The ham hock edition.
He said Storm with the hammies.
That's fucking funny. That is fucking funny. Which this is which changed him into a mutant that could kill rather than just himself. His mutant factor was contradictory to what they made him. Here's the thing. It's there's so much to know, but what I love about this story is not only this aspect of it, but again, we're seeing, Scott get his just due, where he's not playing this wasted side character or backstory character, or whatever. You're seeing Scott for who he really, really
You're
is.
seeing him frustrated, bro.
Yeah, bro. You seeing that. And the thing is, bro, when you think about it, like, let's think about this for real. Xavier did some fucked up shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
He did some fucked up shit to them kids, bro. Like, he really did.
Think about
bro.
it. You gotta think about it. They have been kid soldiers
all their life.
For the cause.
And then remember at one point, the motherfucker tried to bust a move on fucking Gene.
On Gene.
Like, what the fuck is dude for real?
Who is the worst? The worst stewarder? Is it Bruce Wayne or Professor X? Because Bruce Wayne got them little kids out there, no powers. But hold up. I would say
the worst is Dumbledore.
It's Xavier.
Yeah, the worst is Dumbledore, bro.
I say Xavier, dog.
Xavier got the kids in that castle with all that fuck shit. You just chilling? What's wrong with you?
Xavier's worse because like Bruce is out there fighting too. Like he could die. He could die too. Xavier be at home watching Netflix.
Oh well, yeah,
true.
Like what? Oh yeah, go do this. I gotta watch a movie. Go do this.
He be in bed like.
Right.
Y'all got that? All right.
Listen, I'll see you in the danger room in about an hour. What?
Yeah, man.
Bro, this fucker, bro. Anyway,
he said that to her 3 years ago or 4 years ago. Like that, he came out. I couldn't hide my feelings for you anymore. Like what? You're like my dad.
He tried to bust a move on her in the bro. It was crazy, but it's just that again, that frustration is coming out now. It's a level of choosing your side. You see why that's always been a discussion. Who was right? Who was right between the both? None of them. So we
man, Scott has a good ass reason to be mad. Like it'd be one thing, like you get. It's bad enough you gave Magneto control. You gave me control first, and then took it from me, gave it to Magneto. Like, with no like,
it's frustrating, bro.
With no note, you didn't even leave me a note saying
nothing, bro.
And then gonna try to like shake my hand when I see you after you supposed to be dead as fuck, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, bro.
We ain't dapping up.
Mr. Clean.
To see Scott give Xavier the cold shoulder, like motherfucker, let me go outside.
Yeah,
bro, that was crazy, dog.
Yeah,
like, I was like, wow, like
you come back after you getting some intergalactic booty to try to basically set the record straight, bro. After you left for a minute, now understanding that they basically knew this and they had to downplay the shit, but come on, bro, you were gone for a while. You know what I mean? You were going for a while and left the control to someone who you knew literally was unstable at that point, but they had reasons to be, but you just didn't tell your people why come on, man. Like there's a lot that goes on. There's a lot.
You didn't see me jump out the plane.
Yeah, right.
Jump out the plane and do the flip in the black, and then to me, and then,
bro.
And then,
bro, to see Scott give Xavier that ice cold walk, bro. Damn, Scott was like pretty much like, if I take this visor off, bro, you're gonna know how I really feel.
Yeah.
What the writing, man, is just, dude. The writing, man, is just fire, bro. Like,
it's firing on all cylinders, bro. And I'm completely excited about to see where it's gonna go from here, man. Like I can't tell you.
I think, like you said, I think we're gonna get Onslaught and Apocalypse next season. I think something's gonna happen with both of the big bads to be here next season. I don't know. Or Avengers versus XMen at some point. Maybe. I don't know.
What you laughing at, bro?
Look at Chris's comment. Oh my god. Yeah. He's right.
He said, let me walk out the building and not the door, or just straight walk into a garden area.
That's it.
Yo, he did just walk right outside.
Yo, what even a door?
There was no wall. The building was destroyed, so we just kind of like, yo, he couldn't even slam the door. There wasn't nothing there. let me whip the door back up so I can slam it.
Bro, he just stepped over a piece of wood and walked right out in the garden like it wasn't nothing, bro.
Oh, wow.
Yo, he did. He did, bro.
Yo, but for real, tell me why like all the whole mansion destroyed and Charles took a nap, like he's in bed. Like, why are you asleep?
Chilling.
And then he just found like the yellow wheelchair John, like with metal through it, and like he just took it and polished it up and was like, all right. How is any of the house habitable? Why are you not in a hotel? Like, why are you even there? Like, there's no like it's raining on you.
Remember, their plans was to basically transport to what I think it was it Muir Island? They were going to use the actual base there, but they never made it before they had to formulate the plan for Magneto.
Is it a draft in here? Or
Yeah, bro. Crazy.
Raven shitting on his forehead and waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, like,
bro, chilling, like
got an open Airbnb, shit.
All right,
Definitely, I cannot wait until Wednesday's episode. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
We will be back here next Monday to talk about it. You know, because that's going to appear. It's going to probably be a longer than usual show because we're going to kind of have a recap with the entire season and where it ended up and our synopsis on it because it's going to be incredible. I'm already in the mindset that look. What'd you say? What'd you say, Jay? Uh-oh.
We almost made it the whole way.
He made it through the entire show.
Oh my god! I didn't want to say nothing. I didn't want to jinx it. I was waiting till we was done.
You made it through the entire show, bro. Damn. But yeah, so again, Bo DeMille, Chef's Kiss, bro. You did such a great job with this, and then we got. Oh, the Vinny, are you froze too?
No. I didn't say nothing.
Is Vinny froze?
No, Vinny froze. Or he been there for about 40 minutes.
Vinny was about to laugh at him. Now he froze. What the hell?
Gotcha.
Look at me. Yo, Vinny. Yo, anyway, what the hell happened? What is going on? Jerry, you good, bro?
Vinny said, I don't feel so good.
I don't feel so good.
they just snapped half the panel.
Bro,
damn you,
damn, bro. Like, what the hell? It just said, that's fucked up, man. I guess they'll be back. They probably rebooting right now. Vinny got dusted. Damn, only the strong survive. Apocalypse is coming. But anyway, that's some crazy shit. But nah, man, next week I cannot wait to have this discussion overall. I think Bo DeMille, what he's been able to do with this season is nothing short of spectacular, bro. It's definitely spectacular. And again, like we talked about this before, they need to take notes. Like they definitely need to take notes and realize that what they have here is
we just want these characters,
bro,
shown in this light with these storylines and these dramas. Like part of the enjoyment has been going back and reading comics to get educated for what we're about to see and have it play out. And a lot of people are like, oh man, it's so easier to telegraph that. The manga business over in Japan and here in the West is smoking the comic industry, and you can literally read it and watch it, and watch it, and it's like 1-to-1. A few things may be changed here or there, but it's 1-to-1, and that's what we want here for our X-Men when it comes to their live action rendition. So, like I said earlier, I have a lot of hope for what can be done in the live action case of things, but we just have to wait for things to play out.
You got snapped, bro. Yo, it was funny because you was
talking shit about
Jay, and then you sit there and said,
God didn't like ugly. He was like, I got you ass. Yo, my Wi-Fi just took a shit and now I got it back on, but that's weird.
Bruh, I don't know what's going on.
Bro, your shit, you're in that room.
Mhm.
In that room,
I
it's
don't know
just
what's
not
No,
right.
they saw the memes of the new Superman outfit on Jay's phone. It was like, man, let's get this fucking guy up out of here. Get him. Vinny did like, I light work. Send him off because he want to talk shit too. I'll put them both in fucking
Yeah,
jail.
Damn, bro. But now what I was saying, bro, like I was telling Alberticus, I said what the Maya was doing is nothing short of spectacular. And I hope that basically, they take notes and they realize how much of importance it is to have somebody like him. Of course, we're getting to season 2. I don't know if that's going to be, they said it's going to be faster than usual. It's not going to be too long out. And then they already greenlit. They're trying to do, and what they're saying is they're trying to do as many seasons as possible. The problem is it's like, okay, you can say that, but it's not going to be, you can't do it unless you have the right team. Because remember they tried that before and they switched up the last couple of seasons weren't that great.
Yeah.
So again, you can do as many seasons as you want. Just make sure you have the right team on board to do it. You know what I mean? Like just have the right team and don't fuck it up. It's highly important. These characters are important. Don't fuck it up. Please don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
But
I hope they look at it as an opportunity to get to see just how much people are enjoying source material driven content, and that they don't always have to try to put their stamp so absolutely on everything. And I do appreciate when they tweak stuff and add cool or new ideas, but we've got to see Fox kind of have the suits run the ship with this IP for 2 decades, and we got to see very minimal stuff that we personally enjoyed and took pride in amidst that 2 decades. And now we're getting to see a show do it, the comic book way, and it's the hottest. That the only other X-Men thing that has been this hot was Logan, and they used a comic book story. So I mean, maybe it's possible that comic book movies could still be cool, done like comic books. Imagine that.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll definitely see, man.
Maybe we should give that a try instead of the bullshit you've been doing.
Yeah, just give it a try. Maybe.
Just maybe try. I mean,
just maybe try it. Let's see what happens. Let's give it a try. Let's see if it
I ain't
happens.
no expert, but shit. Y'all losing
my
money
only-
over there.
my only fear though is it's like, yeah, like they're doing the source material shit though. Like every single thing they do on the show feels like something now that they can't do in a film. So the more seasons we get, it's just more shit that we won't see in live action now. So I don't know. It's tough. It really feels like, hey, if you want source material, enjoy the animated show, because the live action, I don't know. That's what we'll be getting. I'm sure they'll. But at least we got this, and we got comic books.
Yeah.
Never forget. Pick up a book. All the shit that
Pick
you
up a
want to read
book.
is there.
All the shit that you want is right there, and it's just basically beaming for you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah. So definitely, man, wanted to give a shout out. Again, thank you guys for being here. Another great one. We will be back here next Monday. Can't wait. Remember, comic book talk with friends next Monday, but XMen 97 season finale this Wednesday. So it's going to be a loaded discussion next week. We're going to put Jedi Pimp in another room so he doesn't disappear. We're going to make sure that his internet is on point and he is ready to go. Anyway, Vinny, what you got going on, man? What you got prepping and ready to go on?
Yeah, just looking forward to the finale. I'll probably try to be waking up early to catch that. And and we'll, dodging, spoilers, so that way I'm gonna just wake up early. Shit.
Fucking this month, Jedi, Jason, don't talk shit, bro.
He had morph as the Hulk at 5 a.m. and I woke up. I just had I heard it storming outside, so I woke up. It woke me up, and I had to cover some something
Yep.
outside,
Yep.
and I just for whatever reason just forgot it's Wednesday. And got on my phone. I'm like, and there it is, and I'm like, yo, it's 5 a.m.
Yep. Yep. Bro, Jason be on it, bro. Quick.
Motherfuckers didn't even have a glass of orange juice yet.
See that?
Loudest
Oh,
reporter.
he got the
See
little
that?
Spectrum notice. Yeah, they fucking him shit up right now.
Oh, you got Spectrum. That's
See
why.
that? See that?
Hey
You
man,
got
hey, chill.
Spectrum.
They decent.
You got Spectrum.
Mhm.
That's how that should
Mhm.
be. Sorry.
Nah, Spectrum is good.
As he paused.
Spectrum is good.
Yeah.
They're real
Spectrum,
good.
good.
No.
Anyway. Yeah, man. Definitely can't
I'll be up
wait.
at 5.
Jason gonna be up early than 5, bro.
Why can't his internet ever freeze when he's about to post a spoiler?
I know, right? Freeze. When we know he gonna put a spoiler up, bro, freeze it. So he can't do it. Yo, he gonna keep. Anyway, man, yeah, bro, we'll be back next week. Copernicus, what you got going down, bro?
Man, of course, always here on Mondays with my dogs, my brothers on the panel. So please make sure you tune in on Monday because we will be talking about this fantastic
Nah,
finale
I'm
that's
laughing at
that's coming towards us on Wednesday.
myself. I know.
What else? This motherfucker's still talking. Damn. he in 2019 right now. Shit. Yes.
Oh shit, y'all hear Obama won?
JFK, don't get in that car, bro. No. Martin, don't get on that balcony, bro. What I tell you about balconies, bro? Anyway,
bro.
Say What Wednesday, back at it. We
Yo,
got
Lincoln, pass the popcorn.
Lincoln, hey, wait a minute. Look, check your left shoulder, bro. just right behind
Devil
you.
Dog said he got Spectrum 97. Yeah.
Hey, if y'all know dial up,
Yo.
I'm from the age of dial up. Y'all still know, yeah.
Yo, look,
Get off the fucking phone.
Devil Dog was like,
Get off everything. Good.
Look at that. Yo.
Got
See, man,
score.
this is what I was telling you guys about that Negro Net. You gotta stop subscribing to the Negro Net. You gotta
Bro.
upgrade.
Got that Spectrum Explorer.
Spectrum Explorer.
Bro.
Wow. Of course, yes. Say What Wednesday. We got a few things to talk about. So excited about that. Of course, Figure Flex Friday. Make sure you guys get your submissions in Thursday night, so we're all ready to go for you guys Friday evening. And then also for me, I got a few photo shoots I redid. I did a Black Panther photo shoot of the Black Panther from 2018. So really excited about that. And also did a rephoto shoot of the DX19 Batman from the Dark Knight. So if you're interested in toy photography, go check me out over there.
Yeah.
I just got the Last Jedi Kylo Ren. I just got him in this morning, so I'm about to get going with the posing and all of that. But hell, man, he can pose to the nines. He don't have any ankle
He don't got no ankle pivot, but
articulation.
The rest of him, yeah.
No ankle pivot but everything else is like, oh man, he can do everything. So I'm excited about that.
Definitely, bro. Thank you for
Rance.
being here as always. Jason, can you hear me? Do you want to tell us what's going on with you, brother? Just wait. Give it 5 minutes.
Did Al Gore win? Well, he said, I am not talking today. He The fuck out.
Wow, bro.
Oh my god.
Yo, that is too fucking funny. Free, you said 5 minutes. That's what's dirty. Bro, anyway, thank you guys for being here. We've had a great show. Yes, we got comic book talk with friends today. Wednesday is Say What Wednesday. We might be doing an Uncivilized Scoundrels this week. I'm not really sure. We'll see how that goes. Friday, of course, will be Figure Flex Friday. And, of course, Collectors Lounge International on Sunday. So definitely full rotation. We will be back next Monday. Full discussion. Remember, support your brick and mortars. XMen 97 on Friday. On Wednesday. And Jason, no spoilers. Anyway, we are out. We will talk to y'all later on. Peace, peace, peace on behalf of Jason.
Get to the yams. Sweet yams.
We peace.
Storm, show me the way. Yes, boy, he is 69.